Hey everyone, welcome back to this quick update video on the electric Harley build. In last week's episode, we began by tearing down the bike to make space for all the battery and electronics. Not sure where I got that from or what I was thinking, but last week's video was the introduction to the project. This week's video will be removing the engine to make space for the electronics. So in this update video, I just want to show you guys the swing arm pivot shaft removal. It ended up being much more difficult than I expected, and I also damaged the pivot shaft. All right, so removing the engine was not an easy task at all. I actually ended up doing quite a bit of damage to this. So I was trying to get this shaft to go out using a hammer, and just doing what anybody would do, and ended up just hitting and missing and hitting and messing parts of this up here. Now the actual shaft is actually damaged as well. So if you see there, the threads and the bottom of the bolt is now mushroom headed. And so that was the most damage I did when trying to get it off, just because, consistently hitting it right here is just gonna only flatten in until I figured out how to actually do it. And I also did some damage on this other side. It's pretty dark, see if you can see it. And so over here, I used an impact. It was a 115 volt impact that you just plug into the wall. And so that was my first time using one. Had no idea how to use it for real. Neither did my dad. So we put it in there, and I guess it wasn't the perfect size or something like that, and it just wouldn't spin because the weight of the engine was still sitting on there. Like, it wouldn't move because it was still holding stress from the weight of the engine. And so from there, once I realized that's what it was, I needed to truly support the engine, I ended up getting this dirt bike stand. Give me 1 second. I ended up getting this dirt bike stand from Harbor Freight. This allowed me to support the engine, remove the stress from the... Yes, sir! Finally, with the shaft removed, we can go ahead and get the engine out of here. By no means was removing the engine an easy feat, and it even came with damaging some of the parts in the process, but we got to move forward. So we went ahead and removed the swing arm and took off the existing wiring harness and whatever else we did not want. Luckily, there is an eBay listing for this exact model, swing arm and pivot shaft, so went ahead and picked that up to replace the parts we damaged. Up next, we'll be scanning the frame and getting it into our CAD modeling to start designing our custom battery housing and electronics enclosure. Thank you for making it to the end of this week's update video. In next week's full episode, we'll dive into the 3D scanning and the CAD modeling for the custom parts for this project. Man, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and/or subscribe. See you next time.